Welcome to a Singularity Group think tank interview with Gregory Hitz, co-founder and CEO of 7 Sense Robotics. Gregory, welcome to the Singularity think tank. We're very honored to have you join us. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm a dedicated roboticist and an entrepreneur. I love research and innovation, driving new things forward, but also really want to bring things to life, which is also why I diverted from a purely academic career and went into building up a startup. I think robotics is one of the most interesting fields because it's the interface between software and hardware, where you really bring together different types of fields and they really have the ability to have a huge impact on our daily lives. 7 Sense is a classical spin-off company from ETH Zurich. So we were able to bring together the founding team at university and then span the company out.
Gregory, for most people, robotics bring up images of humanoids out of sci-fi movies or factories filled with large robo arms performing repetitive tasks with high precision and speed. What robots does 7 Sense develop?
7 Sense builds the eyes and brains for mobile robots. You're very familiar with self-driving cars. We do something very similar for industrial vehicles. So typically forklifts, warehouse vehicles, production lines, but also cleaning machines that would clean supermarkets or airports, any kind of industrial vehicles that we want to create and move by themselves.
What does it mean to build the eyes and brains for mobile robots?
At the heart, what our technology provides is the ability for machines to perceive the environment in a human-like way, meaning that we want them to be smarter and more efficient by enabling them to see what is around them and to judge what the situation demands in terms of their behavior. At the core, we really provide a multi-camera system that the machine manufacturer can integrate into the machine, which provides the machine the basic sensing capability. And then we provide the computer vision and AI software that makes sense out of the data and provides the machine the necessary commands to actually drive around in a certain environment.
What are some of the technological differentiators that a company like yours offers to the market?
We can provide highly accurate positioning information. So for the machine to know where am I, even in comparison with LiDAR systems, we are often more precise. So really below a centimeter precise, we know where we are, which is really important for industry application where you might want these systems to dock to a certain position. We are much faster when it comes to mapping the environment. So this initial setup, the commissioning, when installing new systems in a warehouse, for instance, we are much faster than with existing systems. So the shutdown time for a warehouse can be reduced by a factor of 2-3 at least. And we're also dealing much better with changing environments. So our system automatically learns and feeds that back to the map when an environment changes. So imagine, for instance, a supermarket with a cleaning machine is used to clean on a daily basis. And now there's the Easter special or the Christmas special or shelves move around. That's automatically learned by the system and doesn't need any engineer to interfere.
What are some of the technological frontiers and problems that companies and researchers are trying to resolve for the next generation of robots?
So when you're asking me what is an enabling technology or technical capability in the near future, I still think the holy grail for manipulators for robot arms is picking or handling of relatively random and unsorted or unordered objects. So this has been for years an area of research, which basically aims at providing the capability to robotic arms to decide for themselves what type of objects they have in front of them and what is the best strategy and necessary force to pick them up. So that with the same robot arm, you could pick up a heavy tool, but also an egg without breaking the egg.
And the enabling technology there is primarily the imaging or the sensing, understanding what the object is?
Yes, I think visual information plays a very important role, but also to some level, 3-dimensional perception. So time of flight cameras, etc. So a combination of color, depth data, etc., that will provide enough information. And then it's a lot of AI to decide, hey, I know this is a t-shirt. That's one side. The other side is the grasping technology. So this for us is interesting at the horizon Because if you think even further, where companies like ABB want to go is to achieve mobile manipulation, so that the manipulator doesn't only just manipulate things, but is able to move within the factory. I think this is then related to the car industry, which wants to go towards less standardized cars, more flexible production, where it's actually interesting to not only have standardized production lines, but have the ability to move your robotic workers around.
Okay, so that is mobile manipulation. What other technologies or innovations do you expect in the years ahead?
So we talked about the software and the perception of what is the object to be grasped. The other thing is having highly accurate graspers that can exert very well-controlled forces, but also being very compliant with the environment. If you move towards being more collaborative, you can't have cages anymore. And then the robot needs to operate safe. It needs to both be able to carry heavy weights, a lot of force, but at the same point be able to stop at super high speed if there's a human in the way.
Yeah, so that actually sounds like there are still some quite important innovations ahead before we see wide adoption of collaborative robots. Well, Gregory, thank you very much for your introduction and the overview of the innovation landscape in robotics. We very much look forward to seeing exciting things coming out of 7sense Robotics and to learning from your insights in the Singularity think tank.
Same to you. Been very interesting.
For more insights from our Singularity think tank experts, visit our website singularity-group.com.